Hello everyone, it's Midnight, and today I'm going to be going over 5 decorating tips for you guys. So I've been getting a lot of questions about how to farm resources while having a beautifully decorated valley. And to be honest, it's not that difficult. So let me show you guys around and show you how I still collect wood, flowers, rock spots, spices, and how I make harvesting easier. Let's get into it. So first, let's discuss wood. So when you have a fully decorated valley like mine, you might be concerned about not being able to harvest wood anymore, which is understandable. But as long as you decorate and leave enough space for wood to drop, you'll be okay. So around this tree, it always drops me a piece of wood because there's 4 empty tiles here. And as you can see, the wood takes up 4 exact tiles. So if you leave 1 or 2 spots that are 4 tiles around your trees, you'll get wood spawns. So you just kind of have to, grab an item, like a big flower like this one, and kind of check and make sure that you have spots next to your trees. And if I wanted more wood to spawn, I could leave more spots. So if instead of having this flower here, if I move it here, I could get a spice or wood to spawn right there. And I think that is what I'll do.
Morning.
So, like I said, as long as you have those 4 tiles, wood will be able to spawn. And as you can see back here, I have left room. Oh, I thought I left room to get back here. And a brief intermission. Alright. So I have room back here, and as you can see, I can easily pick up these pieces of wood that drop back here. Same over there, but there's no wood over there right now. I think a majority of my wood up here spawns by my house. Yeah, just because there's the most space for it to drop. And then I also have a majority of my oregano spawning here. So, yeah, as long as you have 4 tiles, even for your spices, they'll spawn there. Alright, moving on to flowers and spices. So, here, as you can see, I got a spice that spawned right in here. And again, you want to leave pathways into your areas so you can easily harvest all the things you're going to need in the future. And, oregano really likes to spawn in my storage area because it's the most open space I have. But flowers will also spawn as long as you use flowers from a different biome. So we're going to go test this out just so I can show you guys. Here. Let's use flowers from the frozen area. I'll just grab some of these black ones. Or, no, I'll grab the red. So, if we go all the way over to the Sunlit Plateau, as you can see, I have a bunch of flowers around and some spices that I just haven't picked up because this area is cleared out. I just have trees down for harvesting wood until I decorate it. But I'm going to go around and pick up all these flowers so we can do a little test to see if decorating with different biomes flowers will still allow flowers of that biome to spawn. So, I believe that I got all the flowers picked up. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop all of the flowers. And I believe the max flowers that can spawn in an area at a time is 20. How many did I just pick up? 3, 4, 5, 6, 18. So I just picked up 18 flowers. So I'm going to drop all of these. That should be much more than the max for these biome flowers. And I'll bring you back to see if the natural sunlit plateau biome flowers still spawn. While we wait to see if the sunlit plateau flowers respawn, I wanted to take you guys around and look at my rock spots, because I know a lot of you are concerned about gathering materials, which is totally understandable. So let's go see how I access my rock spots in this biome. So in my plaza, I have the path lining the wall over here, and I just have a simple way to get in here, mine, and get out. But of course, not all of your rock spots are going to be this easy to get. And there's a bug, so I'm stuck. I promise that this doesn't usually happen. I'll just teleport. So, anyway, I have my rock spots along the path, easily accessible. But for like this one back here, that's by your default house when you spawn in, I, again, just have a path that I can walk through. And it'll drop materials around where I am. So as long as you have some floor space and a way to get to your rocks, you should be definitely more than fine. Ooh. And I'll even show you somewhere where I have a rock spot that's a little bit more crowded. But again, like same thing on this side, I just have a little opening in the path that I can get to the rock and get out. And I think I'm out of food. Oh, guys, I'm gonna eat some oregano. Watch out. Delicious. There you go. And that one didn't glitch that time. So now, let me show you the one that I have very crowded in my Forest of Valor. So over here is this rock spot right by the staircase up into the frozen biome. And I was kind of worried about this rock because it is in a pretty tight space, and this is the only area that I currently have decorated over here. But if you can see, when I mine it, the materials just kind of go to wherever there's floor space, and I can still gather them, so it's not really that much of a problem. So as long as your rock spots are accessible and you can get to them, and there's a little bit of floor space, you should be more than fine. In addition to wood, there's also your dig spots that you'll have that spawn throughout the day. If you're anything like me, you've been just gathering stuff this entire time while waiting to like decorate and waiting for the update. So you don't really need your dig spots, but I understand that there's going to be constantly new players playing, and these dig spots are going to be pretty important. So like I just showed you, I always have spots in my path that are open where I can get to wood, dig spots, flowers, spices, and anything else that kind of spawns. So back here, as you can see, I have wood on the ground that I can just easily pick up. And yeah, as long as you leave some ground space, you'll get your wood, you'll get your spices, and you'll get your dig spots. So, one last thing that I wanted to cover with you guys was making Harvestables easy to harvest. And that might sound a little crazy, because you're like, how do you make Harvestables easy to harvest? Well, when you have a fully decorated area like me, it can be a little annoying to find your way through all these paths. And, you know, not all of them have a clear entrance or exit, and I have some bushes blocking off ways to go that I would need to get wood. So instead, you can always go into build mode and, you know, come over here and you can actually grab your resources. So as you can see, I'm grabbing the wood that's dropped by the trees over there, and I'm moving it to the path to make it easier to harvest. Some people might think this is a little cheaty, but the wood spawned there naturally, and you're just making it more convenient to go and grab. So as you can see, I have a lot of wood spawning over here, and my area is fully decorated, so you guys really don't have to worry about, you know, your wood not spawning or your spices not spawning. I have a spice right there that I didn't collect. As long as you have some of that open floor space, it can still look full and have open floor space for that wood to spawn. And now I can just come over here and easily pick up all those materials.
The sand looks so warm today.
Oh, excuse me, squirrel. I don't want to feed you. So yeah, this, like, the same goes for flowers. You just have to move them to an area that you can access. So, like, I would move this over to here in this plain area of grass. But other than that, that is how you can make your wood easy to harvest. Unfortunately for your spices, you are going to have to walk over there and grab them. But if wood is ever in a hard to reach area, you can easily grab it with the trick I just showed you. Checking back in with the monstrosity of flowers I dropped in the Sunlit Plateau, I do not think that any flowers from this biome have actually spawned. And I think they would have by now. I do see one pink house leek over there. At least I think that's what it is. Let me just teleport over there real quick. Yeah, so we had one flower spawn, and it might have spawned before I dropped the flowers. Because looking over here, I don't see any in this area. So, that answers that question. If you guys want flowers to keep spawning, don't put any down. Which can kind of suck, but I would suggest, before decorating an area, kind of clear it out, clear all the trees, and collect those flowers for a while before you start decorating with them. I have not really decorated with any flowers whatsoever. I've just been sticking to rocks, trees, and bushes because that's just my personal preference right now. And as you can see, as I pick some of these up, the biome flowers are starting to spawn, so I do believe you can only have a number of flowers in a biome at one time for new ones to spawn. Back to my recommendation. In these chests over here, I've been collecting all the flowers since the beginning of the game. As you can see, I'm running a little low on a couple, but I'm really not too concerned about it. I have plenty of flowers for a very long time. And again, I just suggest collecting a bunch of flowers in your cleared out areas before you go and decorate. Because if you want to decorate using those flowers, one, you're going to need them, and two, new ones won't spawn. So unfortunately, flowers are a little bit more difficult. But your wood, rock spots, spices, and dig spots all will be unaffected by your decorating so long as you leave 4 tile spaces open on the ground. One last thing that I wanted to address real quick with you guys is the item count. I've had a lot of questions about the item count, and I just wanted to make sure that it was really clear. So when I go into build mode, you can see that I have 335 items placed out of 600. Now, if I pick that up, it doesn't go down. If I pick this up, it doesn't go down. If I pick this up, it does go down. So, in case you guys didn't know, furniture items that you have to buy and that are like actual furniture items are going to count towards your item limit. So I think more like decorational items don't count towards your item limit, but like something like this that is big and kind of, I would assume, intensive for your console or PC to handle, it will count as an item. But things like benches, lights, flower beds, bushes, rocks, even flowers, they all won't count towards your item limit. So you can honestly go completely ham with decorating with your benches, flowers, rocks, trees, bushes, lights. You know, you can go all out and it will not count towards your item limit. Your item limit is just for these big, resource-intensive items. Same with the gazebo, I believe. Yep, it's a big item, so it's going to count towards my limit. And the balloons, the barrels maybe even? No? Okay, not the barrels and the crates. But again, your decorative furniture items are going to count towards that item limit. But you have free reign with your rocks, lights, paths, trees, bushes, flower beds. A lot. So we actually have a lot of free reign even though there is an item limit. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the feedback on my first video. I really appreciate all the likes and views that I've been getting as well. I never thought I would have had a video blow up like that. So I really appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching and commenting, and I will keep replying to your comments. And if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more. I hope these tips were helpful, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye bye!